what next question was it that you wanted to mention?
Well, I'm just looking and I see a question like, are looks important to the majority of men, as everyone says?
Yes.
Damn.
It's just, I mean, the fuck. If it like realistically, looks is as important as a female would say looks is important. You know, even though they would backtrack and say looks aren't everything and shit like that, where it clearly is. It's not everything, but like it fucking helps a whole fucking bunch. Like if you look like a fucking foot, you can't expect people to just go after you. Like yeah, you might have a fat ass and big titties, and then you know that's like one of those fucking things where it's like you either have a fat ass, or no titties, or big titties, no ass, or you know fat ass, big titties, but a ugly ass fucking face. You know, it's one of those one hit wonders. The fucking seven wonders of the fucking universe type shit. It's just hard to come by. You know, so it's like, all right. Cool, you know, it's like you can be ugly and have a really good heart, but some people probably just won't go after you. That's unfortunate. It really fucking is. But don't let that fuck up the good person that you are. Right. You know, it's like I said, there's 8 billion fucking ants on this fucking planet. Don't let that shit. Yeah. Hey, all it can take is just you going to different neighborhoods, different fucking states, different fucking countries, whatever. You never know. You know, it's like that meme where it's like you better find your soulmate fast before somebody fucks them or some shit like that. Or the time you waste doing blah blah blah, you know, your soulmate could be getting fucking getting the train on them or some shit like that. Some shit like that. I don't remember. Like the meme
I know what you're talking
picks it
about.
more
Exactly
perfect and shit. But it's like true. You know, you can't just go off of just hey. You know, I just got all personality, like actual personality and shit. It's like how they say, oh, I bet you got a great personality, and then we all know what the fuck that shit means.
Oh,
just from that exaggerated speech and shit.
This is a great point. This brings up another topic. So, would you say that the threshold for looks versus like for women and men is easier for? Would you say like a woman could be really unattractive but still have the best of luck versus a man being extremely unattractive?
It varies because when it comes down to it, it's like even when it comes down to that notion, race has to come into the mix because you know with race you're gonna have different features. It's like I guess apparently Asian is looked up as the most attractive because it's because it's see I can understand what they mean when they say it because it's like okay
Chinese, Japanese, and
or just overall Asian. You know, if you have an Asian look, you know, it's like your mind is gonna think, oh, the eyes, the not always flat face, but flat face, and then it's like you're always gonna think of a model, but like when all that makeup and the fucking tape, yes, they wear fucking tape. When that shit comes the fuck off, you're like, oh shit. Yeah. Your face is really fucking fat. It's not that you have a flat face. It's just chubby. Yeah, it's like it was baffling, you know. And it's funny because it's like as much as people shit on Facebook, that's where I learned that shit. Where it's like, oh, you want to know how Asian women look so fucking good, and then like I see them take off the fucking makeup, and then like I'm like, okay, you still look good, and then bam, that fucking tape. I'm like, oh, and then they have like
foundation and
not even just that, but like they had some fucking George Washington fucking elephant tusk teeth and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Yeah. Like I know Asian, that's a trend. It's fucked up as it is. It's like fucked up teeth means more attractiveness or some shit. I think I don't want to necessarily say it. Yeah, the fangs and shit. It's like a trend. Yeah, like shit. Damn. You can have fucked up teeth in the U.S. and if you go to fucking somewhere in Asia, you might have a motherfucking luck or some shit. Yeah. Like you'll be the most handsome motherfucker. It's like beauty standards and just overall appearance standards is so fucking weird. Which is why I'm just like me. I don't give a fuck about that shit. It's like who gives a fuck? You look like something and then you look like something else the next day. Especially the moment you wake up. The moment you wake up, you look like bat shit. Your face is whatever. It has a whole bunch of marks depending on how the fuck you sleep. You know, sometimes you sleep on your face with something that has some shit on it, and it's like, bam, that shit's imprinted on your face, and somehow it goes away. And it's like your face is always gonna fucking change. You know, if your beauty standards just comes across as, oh, what does my face look like? It's like, I mean, like, you're not gonna focus on any other part of you. It's like you can be a fat person, but then you look good in your face. You know, it's like that. It's like how they say, oh, be careful how you look at these online profiles, because the face might be bomb as hell, but then you see the body and it's like, oh shit. So when it comes down to it, it's like, looks isn't just that whole thing. You know, you have to give account to the body, and then like the fact that, you know, you do have to ultimately have race in there somewhere. It's like people will be like, oh, it doesn't matter about race, but well,
it
you know,
does. It kind of does. People have their preferences.
Because you can have two twins looking people who aren't really twins, where it's like, oh, a black person, you know, and a white person look exactly the same. It's like they say, oh, this is like the white version of the black version of blah blah blah, you know, shit like that. Yeah. You know, you do have that. There are those cases. You know, it's nothing is outside the realm of possibilities. You know, it's like shit happens. It's like people that are born with two types of genitalia, but they wouldn't know, because I mean, that's organs inside your body. It's rare as fuck, but fuck, you'd be surprised. You'd be like, oh damn, why can't I get pregnant? Well, you have both genitalia, and that's fucking it up a little bit. And it's like, oh, you know, it's unfortunate, but not a lot of people will know about it, because it's like,
look for that. Yeah, but okay.
But not in that whole actual genitalia, as in like you have organs inside your body, not like showing outward. You know, you gotta have a whole fucking vagina, and then fucking somewhere in your fucking kidneys, like, oh yeah, I got fucking nuts there, or some shit like that.
So the makeup point, that reminded me a couple of years ago. I was told that I look better with my makeup on. Like, you should keep wearing that. Like, oh, you know, you look really good with makeup on. You should wear that all the time. I was like, what? Like, I don't think they realize that, but that's like an insult. You're basically saying, I'm ugly as shit without makeup on. And I don't believe you, but I thought that was really disrespectful to say. Telling someone that they should cover their natural face up, but then you tell me you're actively against me wearing makeup. So that, like, I don't know if you realize that. I never told you this. That boosted the heck out of my confidence.
I mean, yeah, it's like, hey,
it's really sweet.
When it's like the saying when it comes down from when I went to basic training. It was like, it's so fucking stupid, because in basic they don't, you know, you can't fraternize and shit like that, where fucking they call it like battle boo and shit like that instead of battle buddies and stuff. And it's like, hey, you're like, hey, private, you know, if you're ever looking for some fucking husband or wife, this is the best place to find it, but don't fucking do shit here, otherwise you gonna get the boot. And it's like, it's kind of true, because it's like, you know, the way they wake up is exactly what the fuck they're gonna look like the whole entire fucking day, especially without the fucking makeup and all that bullshit in between. It's like, you know, when it came down to basic training, like basic and AIT is like, yeah, there's some good looking females, you know, good looking dudes. I can say that shit and not be like, oh, that's fucking
no
gay.
Homo, yeah,
no homo and shit. Fuck that shit.
Right.
All my homies suck people's dicks.
I'm so done. I mean, honestly though, I've said that about some women too. I'm like, wow, she's actually really pretty.
I mean, when it comes down to it, it's like, I feel like universally anybody could like a fucking female. Basically. You know, it's like the question of titties. You see somebody with big ass titties, like, damn, that's some big ass titties. Like, the whole room stopping. The whole room stops. Some girl has a big fat ass, or just a fat ass. You see a fat ass anywhere, you're gonna be like, damn. And then you find out it's a dude. It's like, oh fuck, damn.
That's bigger than mine.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious.
That's so funny though.
And I just find the whole premise of the fact that asses and titties being big now, where it's like, damn, I'm pretty sure people used to talk shit like a motherfucker about.
Yeah.
Like the whole, does my butt look big? Like, I still remember that commercial with Abraham Lincoln, and then it's like, oh, the whole Honest Abe, and then it's like it shows his wife, and it's like, does this make my butt look big? It's like, well, like a little. I'm like, bro,
Okay,
what
no,
the
no,
fuck?
no. Here's the thing.
That shit was hilarious.
Here's the thing I don't understand. So apparently today's standards like, oh, having a fat ass and fat boobs is nice. So why is it that some women, okay, they'll ask their partner, does this make my ass look big? And it's like, you want to have a fat ass, but you don't want him to say your ass is fat?
Yeah, that's toxic.
That's such a weird mentality. Like, what?
That's more toxic than the people getting butt injections and then just
Literally.
fucking being like, oh, my butt's so big. Like, that's, I would rather deal with that versus, oh,
You better not tell me my ass fat. You know I know it is, and I'm gonna ask you anyway. Like, what? Don't lie to me either. Like, you can't.
Like,
make
I would
this
rather
up.
deal with some silicone bullshit, some
Oh
Kim
my
Kardashian shit
God.
than some fucking toxic ass, hey, you need to empower me, but also disempower me. But, like, I want to be empowered. Like, that selective, I don't know, that instability. Like, no, that's like being on edge all the time because you're like, is it a trick? Is it a not? You know, just the whole overall, hey, let me test the water. Like, no, fuck that shit. Especially if you're in a relationship, there should be no fucking test. Like, you like the fucking exams are over, goddamn it. Like, nobody wants that shit no more. It's not high school. Like, once you pass high school, well, you don't have to pass high school, you know, even dropouts can fucking succeed in some shit, but like, holy fuck, man. Like, it's not, no, life is already fucking hard. Like the test of life is survive the longest and die at like 130 or some shit. That's the test of life. If you fail that shit, well, you get freedom. That's it.
You're absolutely right. And that's something else I learned too. Women universally do that. And some of us, it's completely, it's just, you do it. You don't even realize you're doing it. Like the whole test thing, like, I thought it was normal. And then I'm learning, no, this is actually really fucking bad. Please stop doing this to him. And so, I'm really glad you brought that up.
Why would I not bring that up?
That was actually terrible.
Yeah.
Really terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I want to see this if he's gonna do this. Like, oh, he can't read my mind. Why can't he read my mind? Because he's not you.
Yo,
he's gonna read your mind.
I find it funny that, well, not that funny that you know, but like the whole fucking Jada Pinkett Smith, and then her talking to like Gwyneth Paltrow. I think that's her fucking name. The girl that sold her vagina candles and shit. She was like Pepper Potts.
No, I know who that is, but I don't know what you're about to.
So like, it was the most recent thing with Will Smith and shit, because if shitting on him already wasn't fucking bad enough, her having her little talk show or whatever with Gwyneth Paltrow, and then it's like talking about like the sex life and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I really feel bad about that shit. And then it's like the fact that they said you should be able to read my mind. I'm like, and then they both had an agreement. I'm like, bro, y'all like,
that's how women are. I'm telling you this.
Nah, fuck that. But that's the thing though. It's like that's saying that shit in the public that everybody's gonna know. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
Like,
they actually said that with their whole chat.
They said it on live internet shit. So it's like,
I didn't see this.
And it's like, people don't understand. It's like, there's a lot of fucked up shit that goes on when it comes down to military shit, but that shit right there, oh yeah, that's more than just a domestic violence case. That's, hey, your whole body is getting butchered up, cut up into pieces, and they're never gonna find you until like a year after. That's that scenario type shit that would happen. You know? I mean, I don't know what the hell Will Smith got going on, but I can only hope the best for that man. Because if he has to deal with shit like that, that's pretty fucked.
That's such a gross mentality, but I'm telling you, that's how we are. And I think I've stopped doing that. I don't know.
Shit, I hope.
I hope so too, because that's not good. They say that people see like changes in you faster than you see changes in yourself. So me learning like this isn't just me doing this because you brought the whole test up to me, and I've seen it happen to other women doing it to their partners. I'm like, this is bad. We should not do this to them. Like, that's not okay. Like, if you want him to take out the trash, just tell him to take out the trash. Like, don't be like, well, you see that bag sitting right there, so you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Like, what? That's such a weird thing. Like, what we doing? And it's wrong. Like, I feel so bad. Like, goddamn, bro. Like,
You know what's funny about the whole trash thing was like when I went to BOC and shit. It was this girl who she was from the reserves, which like just from her saying what the hell she said alone, I'm just like, yo, the reserves are just straight up stupid as fuck. And then it's like the fact that I think she was from California too. Probably like the whole accent of am I man? And it's like every single fucking end of a sentence had an in like something. So it's like, and then it's worse because her roommate had the same type of fucking accent. So I can imagine how annoying that fucking room would have been. So it's like she said, I don't care. I don't mind being a housewife. I clean up, do the dishes, kitchen, all that whole housework and shit. But he's definitely gonna take out the trash.
What?
And then it's like funny because it's like he's the main breadwinner, and she's like, I don't care. Like if he comes home, I ain't touching that trash. He's gonna get it. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like if you're home all day, and you're saying you can't pick up the trash, even though that shit full because you cleaned the whole entire house that might have been dirty that one day or some shit. That's like saying, all right, we're about to have a fucking party, birthday party, whatever. Oh, the trash is starting to fill up, and you're always telling your husband, hey, fucking come get the trash. You know, the trash is gonna fill up like fast as fuck on some sort of party or some sort of event. And you're telling that man, oh, he needs to come get this shit.
That's so ass backwards. I don't even know where to start with that.
Yeah,
you're home all day. He's out busting his ass providing money for the family. You can't take out the trash. You think when he comes home from his 9 to 5, 8 to 4, 6 to 2, he's gonna want to take out the fucking trash? Seriously?
I mean, at that point, if you like set to the point that you can have like one person at home, I don't think that's a regular 9 to 5. That's probably like some whatever type shit.
Yeah. That was just an example though. It's just, why the fuck can't you take out the trash?
Everything else in the joint, but it's like, nope, I ain't touching that shit.
Cheating on your husband. Good job, woman. Cause let's face it, she's not gonna do that. We already know what the fuck she's gonna do.
I mean, it is the military.
Actually, really fucking unfortunate that has to happen.